put you out on fucking. It's Golden Sausage Night episode 246. It's Joey.
It's Alf.
No, Kyle. What a fucking change of pace. He's got the doo-doos. It's really funny. I mean, shouldn't put it out there like that. Put his business out there, but what do you want me to say? Like,
he's got the runs.
Don't be here in this warehouse with us recording if you got the goes.
He's got the runs. Go.
You're not gonna make it in time. Nope. You're not gonna make it past Alf in time.
Where's the bathroom here?
The end of the building.
Never mind. Nope.
I have a to-go bag to take with you because it's a public restroom. So people just like sometimes just like I'm just gonna pee everywhere.
Gross.
And so there's bleach wipes in there. Soap, TP.
You think ahead? I like it.
Yeah, I gotta go there if I'm here, right? Like, no way. Magazine is. I put a magazine in. I was like, I have a fucking phone. Why am I putting a magazine in here? But yeah, you're not gonna make it. Also, the one at the end of this building is the clean one, the cleanest one, and then the other ones are less. Ugh. I think the doors are broken on all the other ones too.
Oh god, no, it's scary as fuck.
Just holding the door like,
just let me finish.
Yeah. So Al, it's good to have you back. You've been off and on. It's because it's we schedule weird.
Scheduling's weird, man. When you guys can record, it's like I'm literally leaving work.
I showed you a picture of my schedule today, right? You saw that block is all I have.
I know.
That's all I have. Like
I got you. It sucks.
It is what it is. I mean, we start like, and that's the thing is like a lot of people like we talk about this a lot, but like I'm telling you. Once you start recording a podcast, if you do not have a space where you can be left alone, you just forget it. Like if people like, they're like, oh, you're just recording a podcast. I'll just come in and tell you about something. No, leave me alone. I got to turn my phone. Or, like my favorite thing to talk about is like, you've seen the CNN clip where the guy's giving the interview and like his kid busts in the thing. And
yes. I've seen it.
It's like, yep, that's a podcast.
That's your life.
I like that. I thought you're not wearing a polo.
I'm not wearing a polo. What are you talking about?
I thought we both dressed up.
Nah. For this show? Nah. For Rolling Start?
Oh yeah. Oh, it is Rolling Start. I forgot. I did invite a third guest. I only invited one, so he was busy. Whatever. It's fine. He did say that he would like to have come, but he had made prior plans.
Next time.
Yeah. This is probably gonna be a short one because just two of us.
And not much in the news anyway.
God, we've had this conversation privately, but there's a lot to talk about. I really wish that all three of us were here, just because of the amount of things we're going to talk about. Okay, that means the next time. Well, I think next week.
Well, we go rapid fire. It's just me and you.
Well, next week, I don't think my recording schedule lines up again either. And then, because I'm trying to keep it within the same 1 or 2 days, because it takes me like 2 days to get everything up and going.
Right.
Anyway, but all right. So we're gonna fart around a little bit, then we're gonna talk about what the fuck you've been playing, then we're gonna do the news, and we'll get out of here. We even have a question this week.
We do?
Yes. Remember you told me we have a question.
I thought that was last week's show.
No, it was this week's show.
Oh, never mind. All right.
Yeah, we're in the middle of weird weeks.
Yeah, it's just a very middle thing.
Yeah. All right. So Alf, you had a birthday, huh?
I did.
How was that?
Very low key. It was fun.
I know. I didn't even get a cupcake invite. Like,
oh, thanks, man.
Want to come get this cake?
You want to get this cake, buddy?
I know you've been busy, but
We've been busy, buddy. Here's a cupcake, bro. I got no cake. Doesn't matter.
You didn't get cake? I didn't get cake for my birthday either.
I literally spent it fixing a car, and then I built the Gundam, and then I went to Ale House, and that's it.
Went to Ale House?
Yeah, for lunch.
Don't you know that we have
or late dinner, whatever.
We have the boycott on Ale House going.
What?
I'll tell you offline. We boycott it.
All right.
It's some fucked up.
Okay, all right, go. Let me know.
Fucked up shit. Anyway, what'd you have at Ale House? I like the Big Red. That's my thing there.
The Big Red?
The Big Red is just basically a fried chicken sandwich dipped in hot sauce with cheese on top.
No, I just had a mountain melt.
Same thing.
Wow.
Just with hot sauce.
Oh, I guess. But you said a sandwich.
Right.
No, it's just
fries.
Fries and chicken. That's it.
That's a zinger melt.
Zinger melt. Sorry, I don't want to say mountain melt. Yeah, zinger melt.
Have a big T.
I was like, fuck it. I'm 37 years old. Let me get some fat. Some fat shit inside me.
How's the gym life?
I just haven't been for a while, man.
Really?
Yeah. After the...
You always like going.
I was. But I took a break on it because of the whole... When I went to the ER for the cardio thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I just took a break on it and trying to find time for that with the scheduling and everything like that. It's just a pain in the ass. driving down all the way to that gym is just a pain.
Oh yeah, because you're further away from
I'm
it.
further away from it, so I'd rather just get a gym here.
There's
a gym at my job now, so I'm debating going in early.
That gym, it's not bad.
I'm debating going earlier. I don't know.
I've heard they let you watch pretty much whatever you want on the TVs in there.
There's TVs in my gym? I don't know.
I think there was.
See, I don't even know.
Someone either said that.
I literally just walked in and said, oh, cool gym, and I walked right out.
I can't remember if someone told me that you can watch whatever you want or that it was only on one particular channel and it was exactly what you don't want.
Weather channel?
I don't recall, and I don't like.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But the shower's there, so I figured like, maybe I could do that.
Yeah. I looked into working where you work.
Yeah.
They only have part-time positions currently.
I'll let you know when full-time works. I'll let you know when full-time pops.
I got a couple people who were like, looking around over there.
That's how I got in. 8 people knew me. So
there is a short list of places that I'm willing to work like that, and that's one. It's okay.
It's not bad, man. Beggars can't be choosers.
I'm at the point in my life where, how to explain it? Like, my time is worth a certain amount of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then,
I mean, the store wasn't paying that much.
No,
for your time.
That was the other side of that coin. Is that like for you to get me for less of that amount of money, there needs to be a lot of, what do you call that?
Benefits?
Fringe benefits, or like weird like circumstances. Like the benefit of my old job was the extreme flexibility of the schedule.
Oh yeah.
And the relaxed atmosphere of
there's no flexibility whatsoever.
Right. Exactly.
Monday to Friday.
Right. Well, that's okay. I'm okay with rigorous Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's fine, as long as the pay is commensurate with.
And they have work from home, so
right.
But I doubt you could work from home.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I mean, as long as the pay is comparable to that experience, you know what I'm saying? If I have to have a very rigorous work schedule, then I need to have very specific pay, because the lack of flexibility means that I need to be able to pay money for
babysitters and shit.
Babysitters, or if I need to leave work, that I'm not going to go broke because I missed 6 hours of work.
Right.
Or, because
that makes sense.
Like just today is an example. My son has appointments from 8:30 to 10:30. And then he goes to school he's supposed to be at school from 7:30 to like 1:30, whatever time it is, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, how do you schedule that for work, right? I would have to work. I would drop him off at school, take him to his, take him to his appointments. And then, like, it doesn't make sense, right? Mm-hmm. And so, basically what I did, but then they canceled one of the appointments, and then I had to take my mom to the doctor. And it's just like, how would I fit a regular job in that, right?
Yeah.
So then if I have a job where I'm like, hey, I can only work half a day today, come in at noon. It doesn't affect the pay is so much that
you'd be pressed hard to find a job like that. Just saying.
That was my point.
Yeah. You might have to make a little bit of sacrifice and leeway on that one.
Well, I mean, that's just an example that I use.
Yeah, no, I get you.
That's not the everyday. That's more the ones where I'm like, hey, I need to, that's a day where you're like, hey, I'm not really sick, but I'm going to call out sick because I have this nonsense going on in my life. But anyway, I almost died on the way here.
What? Oh.
So this is really weird. So, black car in my blind spot in the going down a shadowy road. Mm-hmm. So he's just like in the shadows, and I turn my head like this. And I was like, oh, there's nothing there. And I start to move over, and I just seen like this much in my mirror. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back in my lane.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
No, it's terrible. Anyway, but yeah, my week was just basically fixing the warehouse full of stuff. I'd move the camera.
It looks fucking massive now.
I told you that we would fill this thing up, and I did. I have the arcade cabinets accessible so that they can. Well, they're mostly accessible.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, no.
They're not buried.
They're within reaching distance. They're not
buried. So a lot of the stuff just needs to be sorted and moved up. A lot of the stuff is just like, there's a lot of boxes that are like half a box, and then another half a box on top of that, and then, you know what I'm saying? So there's like a stack of boxes, just like, oh, this could be 2 boxes.
I got you.
And then like there's a lot of stuff that's flat on the floor that's like, okay, this could be stacked. And then there's some stuff that's just like, this is no longer useful.
You should get a guy to help you move that frequents the gym and like takes a lot of pictures of it. Like, and he boasts about that he's God sent.
So I told you, even you were guilty of it. Everyone who comes in here finds something to distract them.
Yeah.
There's something to distract everyone. I mean, you just look, you're like,
listen, Toys R Us closed. This is a nice consolation
like,
prize.
oh, hey, Joey, is that a Super Nintendo over there? You're like, yeah. Hey, rock and roll racing. I love rock and roll racing.
Wow, I used to play this as a kid.
Yeah, man. You got a TV? We can hook this up. I'm like, yeah, go for it.
I mean, you are a wonder hole here.
I lost that Gatorade over there like 4 times. That's why it's over there.
Well, it's found now.
And then like there's just things that are like the behind you, the portal guns, they were out of the boxes. So it's like, okay, they need to go into their boxes because there's no reason for them to be out of their boxes unless we're playing with them.
I thought you were doing it for the show.
I was doing it for the show, but because we were moving stuff, I need to put them
Makes sense.
back in. Once everything gets kind of set up, I'm kind of going to try to stage the area we're in a little bit better, put some stuff behind us. I'm probably going to run a green screen or something behind you guys.
I could be in Malibu.
Maybe.
And Berlin.
You're just going to be in 1.11 Mario 1.1 all the time.
Then I'll be in Middle Earth.
just
with the
just
tree.
you leaving the Shire?
No, the aunt's just behind me walking there.
And
walk slowly.
No, you gotta. I'm not paying for any of that.
What?
I'm not paying for any of that.
Oh,
We're gonna find the cheap version.
And then walk slowly. I'm Pesci. It's just Rick doing all the voices. Look at me, I'm an ant.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever's $5 on Fiverr doing
40 now, I'm a hobbit.
But all right. I mean that's it. I mean, like anything interesting for you other than I forgot we were talking about gym, and I got a gym recommendation for you if you want to go to one. I'll tell you later.
All right, so later. That's pretty much it, man. Low key, I like it.
Yeah,
it's been relaxing.
What'd you do with the card? You just like pump it?
So the check engine light came on and it was like it was running too lean. I don't understand what the fuck that means, so I had to Google it.
Yeah. That means you just don't have the gas mixture's real low.
Yeah, so I cleaned out the mass airflow. I was gonna clean the PCV plug, but I put degreaser because I don't want anything to fall inside the fucking hole. But that shit is just disgusting. And I bought the universal one that a lot of people were reviewing, saying it's not that good. Try to get an OEM part.
Yeah.
So I returned it. I'm just gonna do it later. But I hooked up everything back together after the mass flow. This is my first time doing shit like that. But I put seafoam in the gas tank too, and running good right now. So we'll see. Check engine light's gone. I didn't clear it.
That's nice. But my check engine light comes on all the time for the exhaust system. It's the O2 sensor, so those things always go out.
Yeah, I left work. I went to work. It was on, and when I left work back home, gone.
That's usually a sign that's just like if it's coming on like that, it's usually a sign it's just a bad sensor every once in a while.
That's something. It's the mass flow sensor. Maybe I cleaned it and it's working now because it had to. Every video, like this redneck video, was like, "Well, what you want to do is not touch that little thing right there. You touch it, damn, that's all gonna fuck you up." I was like, "All right, don't touch it."
Unhook the battery.
I hung the battery too. Learned that quick on that video.
Ooh, I had to replace my battery.
Yeah,
but my battery, you have to take the front tire and all the inner workings. You know the guard
tire?
because it's behind the tire. Like where it sits, it's not like you can't go from the top. You have to go under.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Dodge, I guess. So Walmart has this wonderful thing. If you buy a battery from them, they'll install your battery for free. So 2 free hours of labor.
Not bad. All right.
Have fun.
That's fuck.
Yeah, I'm glad.
That's such a stupid placement for a battery. Can you reach it for jumper cables?
No, there is a jumping location for jumper cables.
That's so stupid. All right, never mind.
But that's how I figured it out. Though I was like, where the
that is so dumb. All right.
But anyway, yeah, that's done. So, yeah, all right. So, you want to talk about what the fuck you've been playing? I haven't been seeing you on. Well, I haven't hooked my PS4 up in a week, so you might be on the PS4.
Yeah, PS4.
Oh yeah, what are you doing on there?
Realm Reborn.
Oh yeah, there's an authenticator over here somewhere.
I don't need
We found one when we were going through my shit.
All right, I'll just take it from you.
No, everyone's like, Joey, let me get this authenticator. I'm like, no.
Who else plays Realm Reborn?
Apparently, everybody.
Oh, I mean, the new DLC is coming out.
That's apparently.
That's why I'm playing it again. That's pretty much it. I just got to the Golden Saucer.
They play the song. That's the magic word. It's how we get out of here. Play it out.
They played the song, yeah, a lot. I don't know how it relates to the actual gold. They call it Gold Saucer.
It is the Gold Saucer. It is the Gold Saucer.
Right, we're a Golden Saucer.
Golden Saucer. It's a play on it. Yes.
Okay, so they call it the
misnomer, if you will.
So I guess there's a bunch of casinos around the Final Fantasy universe. This one they call it the Manderville Gold Saucer.
Yeah.
So you just do a bunch of shit and you could get points and coins and redeem it. Triple Triad's in there, so I started playing Triple Triad. They even had the song. I'm like, yeah.
I wish I
lost every battle.
Wish I cared about MMO.
It's fun. It's a fun game. I don't care for WoW, and I don't care much for EverQuest anymore. Like I finished EverQuest 1, I never wanted to play EverQuest 2. And then I jumped on Guild Wars 2. That's a game I just continue on and off playing, but it's a fun game. I actually like it. Beautiful looking game too. I cannot pronounce half the fucking names in that game. Because they put apostrophes everywhere and consonants and like, it's whatever. There's no voice acting, so you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that kind of sometimes with MMOs when there's like a lot of script and not a lot of.
Just name it John.
Acting.
John wants to get you to cattles. Go slay some cattles. Thank you, John. I'm on my way.
Fine. I mean, I imagine there's a script you can download that does that.
I'm 100% sure, but
it's a mod. Excuse me.
But yeah, it's that, and I just installed Diablo 3 on the Switch.
Okay, that's a game.
Yeah,
that you've played.
I've played numerous
on
times
this podcast, really early episodes.
Yep. So, but that was Ganon armor.
No, forgot about that. All right.
I just installed it. I had to buy an SD card because that game literally took off the rest of my memory.
Jeez.
So
I mean, how much? What, you didn't have like a 128?
No, I don't have any SD cards.
Oh, well, there you
go. That's the pure console storage.
That's not bad then if you made it this far.
Yeah. Well, I saw the Starlink took most of the memory.
Oh, I think delete that.
I like the game. It's not bad. And they're pushing out.
Yeah, the DLC is now digital, no physical.
Yeah, with Star Wolf and everything. I actually want to play it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Star Wolf. Battlefront.
That game, Atlantis. They could have added so much more to the game if they actually like took the time, or just say fuck the Starlink universe, make a Star Fox game.
Yeah,
it works.
Oop.
What?
No, I said oop. I'm just pulling up the
docket.
Yeah. Anyway,
what have you been playing?
Tetrising this my life again. Still, have
you got number 1 yet?
Oof, no. Crushing defeat every week.
I think I've got top 10. That's about it.
I saw some
dude
yet
to pass.
named Jesus won on Easter Sunday.
He rose.
He was really good. Yeah. Oh man,
he rose just to get those teaspoons.
There was a Facebook kerfuffle on my Facebook about Jesus memes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm away from social media.
I'll show it to you. You just go, really? Hot take. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see if I played anything else. I mean, I hooked up some of the arcade cabinets and tooled around with those, made sure they still turned on. I don't really consider that playing, you know.
Do they turn on?
Yeah, most of them turn on. MVC, I wasn't getting any sound or picture. So that's not a good sign, especially because it's a CPS and CPSs are known to die. But,
oh man, we could talk about that Capcom fight stick.
You said there's no news.
Nah, I forgot about that one. Jeez,
that's big news. All right, so
that's big, all right.
All right. See, jeez. I told you so much to talk about. All right. So since I want to go heavier on the news, we can talk about that a little bit. I think, you know, with it being a short week, the biggest news, in my opinion, is we didn't talk about it last week because of the weird recording schedule, was Sony's announcement of the PlayStation 5.
Was it official announcement or was this like
they went on Wired?
Yeah, was
with,
it?
Dang it.
Has a solid state with 8 teraflops.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Was it 8 teraflops?
No, I don't remember what
the fuck is a teraflop. No one's yet to describe a teraflop to me.
It was Mark Cerny. Remember we talked about it's a computational power of a GPU. Mark Cerny went on to do an interview with Wired, and they started talking about the PlayStation 5. And like this is kind of like the right time to talk about it because, you know, Sony is not doing E3.
Nope.
So I mean, they may have a video that comes out around then, but
yeah, doing the state of play that's fucking horrendous.
But you know, and this is kind of like based on the information that came out, this is probably the best way to present it, because it's not gonna. This is not news that's gonna make like waves. You know, it's doesn't gonna. You can't put it in a video and make people like go woo. But I mean, basically, they sat down and said, you know, one, the biggest thing I think for most people is that yes, PS4 games are backwards compatible with.
That's
PS5,
pretty cool. Yeah.
Right. So. They didn't say
play all your PlayStation 3 games on your PlayStation 4 and now I'm 5.
Right. They did not say how many. They just did. They said that that's what they're working
It's a thing, yeah.
So, I mean, I'd imagine it would be like any other thing where 90% of them work. You find the one or two that don't, you know, because of some weird stuff. They also said that PSVR is still in a working milestone for them. They're going to have backwards compatibility for your PSVR that you've already bought.
And is there something about a wireless version of it?
Right, and they did talk about like improvements to come to the next version of the PSVR, but that's not ready. They're not ready to talk about that yet.
It's like the rumor is on the docket that got leaked was Gran Turismo. The Last of Us gets ported again.
Yeah.
It was another game. I forgot what it was that everyone was speculating. Holy shit.
Ghost of Tsushima is pretty close to the end there, so that might get ported for 2 consoles. But I think whatever they announced this year during E3 time is probably the games you will see that will be PS4, PS5, or maybe just PS5. And you know, one of the things they did talk about and showed off there was the solid state drive. They've said that they're putting a solid state drive in every machine. So you're going to get faster load times. And, you know, they were talking about some kind of new SSD technology that's not out on the market yet that they're utilizing.
Sure.
The example they used was loading Spider-Man, where it took roughly, 15 seconds to load fast traveling in Spider-Man. And it took less than a second to load.
That's insane.
But you're playing a PS4 game on a PS5.
Yeah.
And then you're using an SSD versus a standard hard drive. So you have multiple layers there of things that are improved.
Yeah.
So
keep it going. I'm going to look at that game. Go ahead.
Okay. The other thing they talked about, of course, is wait, hold on. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, they talked about the new GPU that they're going with, another AMD GPU. Same as, you know, a new chipset moving forward, one that's based on one that's upcoming, not one that's on the market yet. And they also said that this machine is going to support native 4K. Like, it's not going to be the 4K we have now on the PS4 Pro where it's checkerboard. Yeah. They said this machine is going to be designed for 8K.
8K, that's what I read too.
And it's like, okay, all right. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
8K like you do 4K, as in it's checkerboarded or it's upscaled and pushed into 8K, sure. Also, no one has an 8K TV, right? Like, well, somebody has one, but...
Oh, that's the one that started going to announce God of War 2. That's the one that they're speculating.
The God of War 2 remastered?
That's the one.
Oh, you mean God of War?
No, like 2. The 2, like
2. Yeah. The anniversary. They've been putting out a lot of anniversary videos for God of War. I don't know if you've been following.
I thought we were going to get DLC, but apparently not.
No, they
just teased the next game. That's it.
I don't even think they teased anything.
Can we talk about spoilers about that game already?
Not really.
Oh, I thought it was a year already. I thought we could.
It is exactly a year.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Exactly a year.
Oh.
I mean, you could talk about it. I mean, like, they talk about it in the video. Some of the videos, like,
I mean, how far did they talk?
They talk about one of the that
double fisting.
The 2, double the blades.
I don't remember that part.
Where you get the Chaos Blades.
Oh, I mean, that was spoiled like midway throughout the game's life. Right, no, I'm talking about like you beat the game and you walk in to get a credit.
Oh yeah, I don't think they talk about that.
I mean, that was a big ass cliffhanger, and it's still in the Norse mythology realm. I don't know if they're gonna do DLC or just a brand new game, because the game did hint at other realms, like
probably 2
Egyptian and all that shit. So, oh, okay. I just want to play another God of War. I'm tempted to play it again.
Just play it again.
That's what I'm
play it on easy even. Who cares?
Yeah, I just want to have some fun with it.
Fine.
I still have yet to beat the last Valkyrie.
Oh my god,
she's fucking impossible. Fuck that game.
Because I've been watching those videos, I've been tempted to go back and like finish it off.
Boy.
Yeah. Oh man, did you see like? You really should watch that video because they have some of the they're talking about one of the things they've teased, and this is, I guess it's new, so it doesn't matter. One of the things they teased was the making of God of War documentary they have, and they show the actor who plays Kratos and the actor who plays Atreus. They're acting alongside each other while they're getting mocapped. And man, that kid, I thought he was just kind of like, you know, kid voice acting. Nah, they mocapped that kid and he fucking nailed it.
Really?
Yeah, he nails it. It's real good.
Shit, I can see it.
Yeah. Even just in the trailer, you're like, holy shit, that kid.
I mean, that God of War guy.
I mean, that's the dude from Star Trek.
Listen, that's a classy suit he wears. Some classy ass suits he wears.
He's from Star Trek, so.
I thought he was, no.
Yeah.
I thought he was,
or Stargate.
Stargate, that's the one.
Sorry, yeah.
Right? Is that the one?
I'm looking it up. I believe it is Stargate.
Oh, that dude has some good taste in fashion. That man, that's a good suit. I like it.
Oh my gosh. This is not going. You'll probably find it before I will.
I haven't. I'm not bothered looking, so. God of War actor. That's it.
It's taking too long. Anyway, what was I going to say? So that's the whole thing. Is like, you know, we saw some of that stuff coming out of them. You know, and they're also talking about the price point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a premium product, so it's probably gonna have a premium price. And you know, I think it's gonna crack $500. Not crack $500 like $550, but like it'll be $499.99.
It better play 4K movies. That's it.
Well,
why is that not a thing?
Based on our next news piece, what if it doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray drive?
Oh, good Lord. They still won't learn their lesson.
What?
Well, all right. So we'll learn from the Xbox 360 days.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
We'll learn from the Xbox 360 trays where you put games and DVDs and you're burning out the tray faster.
Yeah.
So PlayStation's like, yeah, we don't want that. Because that's what happened with PS3s. They were burning out too.
Right. And well,
that's the only reason why I didn't do it on the PS4.
It's an expensive piece of, you know, things to put in there.
Yeah. So I get it. It plays Blu-rays. But
oh, come on.
Dude, I'm not expecting 5 TVs down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of TVs down there. Christopher Judge is the voice actor, and he was from Stargate. Okay. So we were right. We got there eventually. Anyway.
That was in the stars.
So the next piece of news, Xbox came out on same day. Kind of that news thing came out.
Sort of, yeah.
Ooh. It's one of these wires crossing. There it is. I figured that out the other day. They came out and they had their Xbox inside Xbox. Step all over my noses. All right, so they announced the Xbox One S All Digital Edition.
Xbox One Sad. And
so it's Xbox One Sad Edition. And so everyone's like, oh my God. I did hear some Sade jokes, which was pretty good. Those are some deep ones.
Clever. I like it.
Yeah. So, you know, the Microsoft was at least aware of what they made. And oh my God, that's terrible. I've messed my ear up. Oh. They kind of like made a video poking fun of themselves. Like, oh, how are we going to make an all digital edition? How are we going to do it? And they just click on the thing and hit delete. And they're like, holy shit, we did it. So, you know, I had some time to sit and think about it and stew about it. And like, I guess we should talk about it first. This is an Xbox One S, 1 terabyte with no, there it goes.
I think it's me.
Just leave it. Just don't touch it.
Okay.
Don't mess it up. But it has no disk drive, no 4K Blu-ray drive. Is it you?
Let me see. Hold on. Don't touch it.
Who knows? I don't even know if it's showing up. It could just be us. That's fine. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting some feedback, so we're just making sure it's not showing up in the show. Anyway, it doesn't have a disk drive. It's an all digital. So, you know, focus on Game Pass, focus on digital games, focus on that kind of stuff, that kind of content, streaming, and that kind of stuff. So, you know, this is Microsoft looking forward to their streaming future. The thing they're talking about with xCloud, you know, their competition to Stadia and the Apple Arcade, right?
Yeah.
And the problem is this device is $250, right? Or is it $300?
I think it was $250.
$250 for 1 terabyte one. And if you go online to Newegg, Amazon, Best Buy, there are 1 terabyte disc versions with a current game for $220, $200. Like, why would you take less functionality for, you know, whatever? And so as I'm sitting and stewing on it, I'm like, okay, they did come out and say, like, this is going to be situated to be $50 less than whatever the comparable disked version will be. So if there's one that's, you know, 1 terabyte on sale for $199.99, this will be $149.99. So it is slated to be $50 less every time. But, and it does come with 3 games, Forza Horizon 3, Minecraft, Sea of Thieves, all of which are available on Game Pass. And it says they're installed. I mean, just because they're installed, does that mean that you own them? I think if you own them, that's okay because you're getting, let's call it $20 a piece on those games, right? Average, right?
I guess, yeah. I
mean, Forza Horizon 4 is out, so 3 is automatically a greatest hits. Sea of Thieves is still full price, but I consider that a budget game because it's an online only game. And Minecraft is Minecraft. Everyone has Minecraft. That's a $20 game. I think that whole thing averages out to $20 a piece. So $60 value, a $60 value if you own the games and you don't have Game Pass, because all 3 of those are on Game Pass.
Fair enough.
So that you know, I've talked to a lot of people about this, and this is something that I feel like Microsoft has the data there to show how many people own an Xbox One, play on it however many days a week, but don't put a disc in at all. Period. End of sentence. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's like a
they
check.
They can see that. They can see like when they're playing Sea of Thieves. How are they playing Sea of Thieves? They're playing on Game Pass. Oh, they're playing Gorgoa. That's a download only game. They're playing, PUBG, download only. They're playing Fortnite, download only. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when was the last time they put a disc in? Our user data shows the last time they put a game disc in was 6 months ago. The last time they put in a movie disc was 1.5 years ago. Right? If they have that data, they have to have it.
Right.
And so they probably have told themselves, this is a thing that people don't know that they want or don't know that they are willing to use. And so let's put it out there. Let's put it in, I don't think the price point is good, but I think they can make it a good price point.
Right. And
as I've looked at it more, at first I thought it was a smaller condensed model, but it looks more and more like it is just an Xbox One S with a different faceplate where they just took the drive out.
Did they beef it up at all? Anything?
Nothing. It's the same base model. 1 terabyte hard drive. I'm pretty sure it's the same. They're just like, leave the disk drives off this run, and put this faceplate on, and it's a different one.
Cody, did you put any of the disk drives in these Xboxes? No. How many did you do? About 50,000.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
Sad.
Bring out the sad.
Bring out the sad.
Run it. So,
Cody, you're fired.
And this is one of the things I always talk about is about fracturing the user base. Like you fragmented your base. Like now you have people who don't have disk drives. You have the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One, and now the S with no disk drive.
There's too many options in the Xbox world.
Right, and
there's way too many.
Well, the realistic argument there is that the original Xbox isn't even in the equation.
There's no X version. There's no X version, is there?
There's no X version of this yet.
Well, I assume it's because it's 4K ready. That's why they want you to put the movies on it.
Right. So. They and not only that, the X is a premium product, and why wouldn't you have the disc drive in a premium product?
Yeah.
Make it cost $500, even if they don't cost you $20 for disc drive.
At this point in time, I think we should just be able to like a car, build your options.
Build your options. I mean, they might be working on that.
There you go. You build your own Xbox.
Build your own
options.
bundle. Like they might be working on that.
How many fucking teraflops you want? 20?
They won't do that.
20 teraflops.
I mean, that is something they talked about as well, is like having a user upgradable box. We're just like, okay, pop this open, drop this in, slide this RAM in. Now you got a better Xbox.
I think just playing with fire at that point. That one.
Well, I mean, they've talked about it. Like,
well, it's just saying like, hey, new Xbox. Like, but I just built my fucking Xbox up. Now it's a new one. Yeah. Then you're entering PC territory. You're like, right. And who gets the advantage in the processing?
But I'm just saying, like, you have one that you just like, okay, well, these are the configurations you're allowed to have. You can configure for. That's another thing is like, like.
I just think you should have an option for solid state, versus non-solid state. Possibly diskless or disk, and then I don't know what else will you put in there.
Well, I mean, even like I know because we were talking about solid state before and solid state now. Like if you put a solid state drive in an Xbox One right now, it's not great.
No,
it doesn't see an increase in performance. The PlayStation sees a slight increase in performance, and there's a hybrid drive that's built to see an increase in performance, but it's not like
night and day.
It's not like night and day like a PC, and it's one of those things like, is it worth your money? Are you willing to spend $100, $150 to put an SSD for 10 seconds better load time?
That makes sense.
Is it worth your money? Like,
well, you want those frames.
You don't get any frames. You just get better loads.
Oh, never mind then.
Exactly.
I just want better frames.
You're not getting better frames.
Never mind.
The only way you're getting better frames, you got to put it on fire. Under a fire.
Just put a picture frame on it. Better frames.
Better frames. So yeah, they also announced Xbox Live Ultimate. There it goes. I think that's what it was. Which is just them combining Xbox Live Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold.
Right.
Into one monthly fee, which I think is pretty good, but it's not enough of a savings in my opinion.
Sony was talking about something about a new PlayStation Premium.
I haven't seen anything on that.
Another plus. Some shit like that I read. I forgot what it included or what it did, but yeah, they there was something about like a third tier of PlayStation Plus coming out. It's premium. Like I don't know what it did. I gotta research what it did again. It literally was a quick blurb that I read.
I didn't see that one. But yeah,
oh, it's on the PS5 docket that I read that they were going to introduce it. Keep going. I'll look at it.
Okay. The other thing Microsoft announced was they came out and said they're going to move their E3 conference to, I think, Sunday afternoon.
Really?
So that was like originally the Bethesda spot, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or before Bethesda was Sunday night. So like now they're kicking off E3. They're like the first thing you see.
Haven't they canonically.
No, they're usually been the first big boy at like
right. That's what I'm saying. The first big.
morning.
Oh, well, so
At like Monday morning.
like completely. Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
And then Sony was usually the one to go last, and then or were they? Yeah, they were usually at night at last,
Mm-hmm.
and then E3 officially opened the next day. But so yeah, I mean E3 is going to be interesting because you got to see like Microsoft's going to have to come to the table with what they're working on for the Xbox, you know, and you know, is it this hybrid? Is it this all digital future that they tried to pass last generation or this generation, I guess you could say, or is what's Sony's answer to that, right?
Right.
I mean, it's very easy for them to clap back like they did last time, where like,
people
here's how you share a game, here's how you do it.
I couldn't find shit, but no, I get what you're saying.
All right. You want to do the next big thing?
What, the
Physically
Capcom
big thing? Yes. You said there's no news. This is great news.
I forgot about that one completely. That's how much of a shit show that was. So Capcom comes out with their version of a fucking classic console, and it's
classic, all right.
It's classic.
That's a classic.
That price point and the aesthetics.
Oh, it's like
the games are good.
Like fire on fire on fire on fire. What are you? Who?
The games are good. Now I don't know the response time of the fucking input, like latency, like how would I'm not judging any of that. I'm judging the aesthetics fully.
Okay.
Why the fuck would you make a fighting stick with your company's logo as the main board itself?
It's literally, like two almost 3 feet wide.
And it just says Capcom.
And it's just a big fucking white and yellow Capcom
logo. It literally is a Capcom marquee that fell off a building and just shoved the arcade fight sticks in it.
And the buttons are like matched to the logo so that it fits in with the art perfectly.
I don't like you pointed out, I don't like that you can't detach it.
Right. So if you and I wanted to play together,
you literally have to stand.
We have to sit like at a table beside each other.
So I guess it mimics the arcade feel, which I can understand that. But at the same time, it's like,
if I'm couching on my lap, I don't want to sit like, move over, my legs are definitely taller than yours,
Oh, it doesn't come with an AC plug.
Well, thanks, PS1.
For $200 fucking dollars, they won't give you a fucking plug.
No.
Fucking dicks. Oh, I got a USB.
You got USB.
I'm sorry.
Phone.
My house
Don't you have phone?
Oh my god, it was. The games aren't bad though.
The games are all right.
Games are all right.
AVP's in there.
AVP's in there. That's a good one.
It's just Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting. None of the other Street Fighters. Like,
that's a weird thing. Yeah.
There's no Alpha. There's no Third Strike.
It's just a weird thing they did. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, no super.
And like,
I thought Alpha for sure was going to make it.
Right. And I can understand like you want to keep it like certain. I mean, Darkstalkers.
Did Knights of the Round make
Savior, no Knights of the Round.
See, it's so weird that they didn't make it.
It's AVP. I mean, but what if they had like that has Wi-Fi connectivity for leaderboards? So what if this thing has some ability to update more games?
They're gonna find a way to run The Simpsons on it. Watch.
Konami game on the Capcom.
That's all they're gonna do. Don't worry about it.
And the weird. So the interesting thing there is it's the emulator of choice is FB Alpha.
Oh yeah, I was reading about that too.
That's causing some controversy because it's a
not licensed,
non-commercial license, and then Capcom selling this thing. Did we mention the selling price?
$200.
$250.
Oh,
in Europe, so probably $250.
I think it was just $200 US.
I don't think they've announced the US price.
It's still fucking ridiculous.
But it's like $250.
It's ridiculous.
It's more than you should pay. It would be different if it's like
go buy a cabinet.
Here's my argument.
Go buy a cabinet.
If they said you can unhook these fight sticks and use them as fight sticks for your Xbox One, PS4, and PC, I might be a little more sold. A little bit. But as it stands, I mean, I want one, but it's going to be on the clearance section somewhere.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting on that one. You know me, I love the classics. I jump on it. But that one...
Puzzle Fighters on there. Like, it's really weird. It's a 2-player fight stick, and there's Ghouls and Ghosts and Strider. Those are 1-player games.
That is weird. I didn't think of that.
So, you're wasted 2 slots. It's only 16 games, so...
that gif of Cloud holding the Capcom as a sword, I think it was
really good.
That was really good.
All right. Let's see.
Sega announced more of the games on their menu.
Yes, I was trying to pull that up, but do you have it available there?
No, but I can look it up.
All right, so there's Sega. I have the list because I was spamming you with it.
Oh yeah, you fucking wrote it down you went overboard. The only mini I don't have is the Neo Geo mini. That's the only one I don't have.
I can get you hands on one if you want to try it first.
Yeah, if you can, I'll
Okay.
like to try it.
I'll get hands on one for
Is
you.
it the international or like?
I think it's the standard US one.
Okay. That's the one I wanna
Here
play.
are the currently announced 20 out of 40 games of the $80. Sega
It's a
Genesis.
good price.
It's not a good price.
It comes with 2 controllers.
Here you go. 2 3-button controllers.
Listen.
This thing's bad.
Listen, I was poor. I
This
grew up
thing's
with 3.
bad. This thing's bad.
You're bad.
Okay, here you go.
Go.
Echo the Dolphin.
Good.
Castlevania Bloodlines.
Good.
Space Harrier 2.
Mm.
Shining Force.
Good.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Eh.
Toe Jam and Earl.
Good.
Comic Zone.
Good.
Sonic.
Good.
Altered Beast.
Good.
Gunstall Heroes.
Good.
Earthworm Jim.
Good.
Mickey and the Castle Illusion.
Awesome.
Shinobi
Great.
3. Contra Hardcore.
Fantastic.
Sonic 2.
Yes.
World of Illusion starring Donald Duck.
Yes.
Thunder Force 3.
I don't know that one.
That's a schmuck.
Shooter? Oh, I love it. There. I love
Super
shooter.
Fantasy Zone.
What's that one?
I don't remember.
It's an RPG?
Streets of Rage 2.
Fucking love Streets of Rage.
Landstalker. So that's an RPG. But those are your first half.
That's an excellent library to start with. I'm sure they're going to end it big.
My argument, of course.
You want Evo.
No, I don't want Evo.
You want a high caliber game to be on the fucking system.
I mean, we talked about this in the chat. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they do have Bloodlines. They do have Hardcore.
Mhm.
They do have Streets of Rage. They do have, you know, a lot of the quality games you want
Right.
on here. And that is not my argument. My argument of this is the same argument that I have with the PlayStation Classic when they were asking for $100. If you are asking for more than Nintendo, who can get away with charging a premium, you got to come hard. Real hard. You got to have a good UI. You got to have a good... The feel has to be accurate. You know what I'm saying? You can't...
I get you.
This can't be cheap and chintzy and like and feel like garbage. You need to sit. You need to be like the Nintendo stuff. You need to set it down right beside the original and go like, wow, feels almost like this feels exactly so close that it's like my childhood over again. And especially at $80, which is $10 more than the Super Nintendo. Your argument can't just be like, we have more games. I mean, but if you're bringing the good games, if you put, you know, Musha in there or Crusader of Senti, which are the 2 hardest to find Sega Genesis games, you might have an argument. I think Crusader of Senti could make its way on there because this is done by Sega. Crusader of Senti is made by Atlas. Sega owns Atlas. Therefore, it's not a problem for them to shove that in there. You put the Splatterhouse games in there, 1, 2, and 3. Those are hard to find and
I
well
think
revered.
that's in licensing hell right now. The
Exactly.
Splatterhouse series.
And you know
That's why they pulled it off of the
also,
Xbox store.
You're also not going to get Splatterhouse because it's an M-rated game.
Yep. That too.
But you know I mean that's the way I feel about it though. Is like if you're asking for a premium amount of money, especially over Nintendo, who can get away with charging that premium, you got to come hard, right? The same thing I would say about the Atari flashbacks, the Intellivision flashbacks, the same thing I said about the Sony console. And you know, like when I gave Sony crap for not having the DualShock 2s, right? Or the DualShocks, they just had the regular controllers. I'm like, what are you doing? Like you have a better controller. Right?
I guess to mimic the actual launch of the PlayStation 1. That's all it is.
I know, but and then you know Genesis has the 3-button because everyone grew up with the 3-button, but that means that you're probably not going to see Street Fighter.
I think I'm
You're
okay
probably
with that.
not going to see Mortal Kombat.
I think I'm okay with not having fighters. Now, Mortal Kombat, you wanted to play it on Sega.
Yeah,
The
it's
blood.
an iconic.
Like
Sega.
you really wanted to
Yes.
play it on the Sega Genesis. So
Yes.
that I could see. Street Fighter, I mean, it's
And I mean, you can play
done.
those games with 3-button controllers, and there are people who have a fond memory of how to play those on a 3-button.
I've played it with 3 buttons, yeah.
I've done it, and I hate it. I hate it.
I can't argue that, yes.
It's just because like playing it on a arcade and a Super Nintendo, it had enough buttons.
I get it. Then again, we play Street Fighter on NES.
2 buttons.
Yeah, it was called what? Street Combat? Whatever?
There was Kin's something.
Or The Street Fighter?
There was the one we had the pressure sensitive. Anyway.
Whatever.
You know, I definitely feel like that thing needs to be a little bit more than it probably. And that could just be me just being like,
It'll drop in price for sure. I'm still gonna pre-order it because
go for it.
I mean, lock it in.
And not only that, but they've been historically bad. Everyone's saying the emulation people, and this one M2 is going to do a good job. You know,
The minis and everything were fucking horrendous.
right? All right.
Let's talk about that Capcom Legacy Castlevania thing.
I didn't bring that up, but
Really? That's what they want to end it with? The big surprise spoiler?
Do you want to talk about that? Why I talk about?
Was it Castlevania 1? The GBA Legacy game? Adventure?
Yeah.
And then Kid Dracula.
Yeah, Kid Dracula's on there. So like, we're talking about.
But that was what the remainder, the secret.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's what you waited for?
Kid Dracula, yeah. Kid Dracula's hard to find.
I mean, I get that, but that's what you. These are the secrets we're not going to announce yet.
It's $20. It's $20, and it's basically
But they put the
there's
shitty Game Boy one in there.
Right. There's no Rondo of Blood.
Yeah.
There's no Dracula X. And there's no, I think there's no Legacy. I think it was just, I'll look it up.
Or even put Rebirth.
Which one's Rebirth?
The reimagining of Castlevania 1.
Oh, yeah.
You figured they would put a Rebirth in. No, they just gonna put Castlevania 1 again, which I get you want to do it because of the Legacy collection, but why put the adventure game?
All right.
It's historically bad, the adventure game. I don't understand.
All
that.
right, you get Castlevania 1,
Yeah.
Castlevania 2,
Yep.
Belmont's Revenge on Game Boy, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania The Adventure, Castlevania 2 on NES, Castlevania Bloodlines, Kid Dracula.
It's a shitty
for $20.
For $20, it's all right, I guess. I don't know. They left
all digital.
There's a lot of Castlevanias they left.
I hate to do this.
What?
Oh no, wait, I know who that is. Get the fuck out of here. I was getting a phone call because I'm always looking for shopping. That's not important. All right. Couple more news articles. That Joker dropped.
The trailer?
No.
Oh. Well, it's a movie drop too. That's why.
For Smash.
I didn't play it, so how is it?
Well, I've been leaning out my Smash. So
it looks cool.
We need Kyle to tell us. Come in there.
Kyle, how's Joker? Never mind.
I love it.
It's the best fighter ever.
Kyle will have some things to say.
He's top tier. Gun.
All right. I don't think he is top tier.
No, I'm joking. I just love the memes that came from. It's like Snake comes in. CQC. No guns. We don't want that. Joker.
Give him a gun.
One of his moves is called gun. It's like, all right.
What else we got?
At least Kirby gets a gun. That's cool.
Here we go. Last two things. GameStop has announced. They're
going out of business.
No, the program leak called Guaranteed to Love It. So starting with Days Gone at select markets, you have if you buy a game within the first 2 days of it coming out, you have 2 days to try it, play it. And if you don't like it, you can bring your opened new game that you don't like back to them and receive a full credit for the purchase price minus tax.
So you just pay like $3 pretty much, like a rental fee.
Yeah, $3-4.
That's good.
So guaranteed to love it. So
now, how are they going to fuck you with the used copies?
So I'd imagine what's going on here is that the new copies that come back are going to go into the used circulation.
I don't think so.
You think they're going to go back into the new circulation?
You saw what GameStop's doing as of late for the past like 2 years.
They've always opened copies and put them on the shelf and marked them as new.
I've never seen that. It's just recently I've noticed that.
That's always been a thing.
That's such a shitty thing.
The problem is you've probably just now encountered it.
I just want like logic behind it. How is it new when the seal is broken?
So here's the deal. They're only supposed to put one on there.
Yeah,
to put on the shelf. But some places they get a little zealous and they put 2 or 3 on there. You know what I'm saying?
It's shitty, man. It's just
because there's always going to be some customers who don't care. They just don't care. If it's the first day, if it's the first day a game comes out and you offer me the one that's open like that, I'm going to be a little bit peeved, but I'm pretty sure that no one's played it.
See, but I'm thinking I'm paying for a price point. I'm paying $60 for a new product. I'm not going to go to a grocery store, buy a bag of apples, and the bag of apples have been open out of the 12. Now there's only 9. Right. So that's used to me. And not saying that they're missing shit inside what they're giving me, but still, it's like, it's open.
Well, you don't know if an employee took it home and played it. Yeah. You don't know anything that's going on like that.
Well, charge me a used price then. It's used at that point.
I know, I agree. Because especially on the end of, if they hand you that new copy of that game, like, and they go, sorry, this is the only one we got left, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And then you take it, and then you go, you know what? I don't want this game. I really don't want it. And you try to walk back in with that new copy they sold you that they opened, they won't take it because it's not new.
Exactly. That's shitty.
I know. I agree with you 99% of the way. I understand the 1% like that exists where it's okay. And I understand like if you were working at GameStop and you're like, Joey, it's just a display copy, no one's fucked with it, I'd be like, okay, Alf, I understand. That is the case.
No, I get it. I understand.
It's the only case.
You can't charge me new at that point.
Right. If it's some plebe that I don't know who doesn't know me, I'm going to be like, no, you're going to give me a new sealed
No,
game.
even if I knew you, if you were selling me, Smash,
I wouldn't sell it to you.
if you were selling Smash Ultimate and it was open already, I'm like, that's used.
It's used, you know.
That's I know it's $5 off, but give me my $5 off. You opened it already.
Yeah,
The pure joy of opening a game,
it's true.
you took it away,
$5.
but you're charging me full.
It's worth $5, even 10.
I don't know. It's and what about the rare games? Like I bought Secret of Mana, GameStop only,
Yeah,
open.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
the worst is when they mail it to you open.
Oh, like, I've never even experienced
I've gotten
that.
it mailed to me open before.
How is that fine?
Because
so the argument is, can I go back in 7 days and be like, I want to return this? Oh, it's been opened. You gave it to me opened. Can I say that?
No. So like I bought like some clearance stuff that's new and it's arrived open and I go, okay.
It's so shitty.
Okay.
That's a bad. I don't know. I don't like it. I know what you're saying and I get the logic behind why they do it. It doesn't make it right. I don't see that. It's like going to any store and demanding. I don't know.
I forgot to mention the price on Microsoft's Ultimate Game Pass. It's $15.
Not bad.
Let's see.
Well, I like that GameStop's doing that. I actually now I can play games and see if I like it or not and keep it. It's rather like
I mean, they want you to take a little more risk.
well, like Woolly World should have
been back in 2 days. Yeah, this game.
It's a good game, but
you could have just said, I don't like it. I don't love it.
Fuck,
You should not have had this love it.
Not love it. Love it. Gotta have it. Need it. Gotta have it.
Is
Love
this
it.
a fucking Aziz Ansari bit? All right.
It's Cold Stone.
Yeah, there it is. But he had a bit about it.
He did. Oh, never mind.
Aliens Crucible canceled RPG. It was. Did you see that?
No.
It looks pretty good. It looks like Mass Effect. I encourage everyone to go read that article. I don't have no real thing on here. There was something else I wanted to talk about and I forgot what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Master Chief. It's Lee Schreiber's brother in the Showtime Master Chief thing.
The Showtime Master Chief thing? I'm confused. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
The shows there's a Halo show being done by Showtime.
Oh,
and they cast Liv Schreiber's brother, whose name escapes me because I didn't write it down, as Master Chief.
Okay.
All right. Let me bring up this. Let me send I'm gonna try to get this email real quick, so it's gonna take me a second. Dang, how do I search this?
I don't know what you're looking for.
It's the stupid. There it is.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
There it is. All right.
Yes.
If you want to send us an email, podcast@goldensaucer.net. Like Darren has done. Darren, it says, hey, fellas, Kyle had asked a little while ago if I've been doing any more streaming videos and that I had, he's been pretty good about streaming in recent weeks. I've been streaming 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Thursdays and a lot of evenings from 8:30 to 11:30 Central. So for us, that's an hour later. Or so 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then 9:30.
Darren, did you get a cheap plug from us?
12:30. I've been streaming mostly on Mixer because of the visibility for unknown channels to be there rather than Twitch. So he's Mixer/Zombiefile and Twitch.tv/Zombiefile2.
Cool.
Hope to see you guys podcasting again soon. So even if you just drop us a line like that to plug yourself,
Darren,
I will read it.
Darren, that's $5.
You know,
I'm letting it slide. That's $5.
he says all the best. Love
you, Darren. Thank you.
Thanks. I'll check it out. I send that automatic email. No, thank you. That's really creepy, Google. So yeah, you know, if you ever want to ask a question, you can send a question at podcast@goldsaucer.net. Any of our names, Joey, Alf at goldsaucer.net. Yeah.
Rolling Start email does not exist, so don't bother. We should have a Rolling Start email.
You know, I gotta buy Rolling Start, I think, or did I look into it? I forgot.
It's not owned. That's funny, but it's not.
You know,
that's hysterical if it's not owned.
The tricky thing about looking them up is like when you look them up, then they get like bought and the price goes up. You know, if it's not bought, I would just.
So why don't you just go rollingstart.com, see what happens?
Because we're going to enter in this room.
I'll just do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you do it anyway. Yeah, so that's the show. Alf, you got anything before we get out of here?
I'm gonna let you know about Rolling Start.
Oh, you're gonna let me know where Rolling Start. All right, well, obviously, this should be going up on Tuesday, maybe even Monday night. If you're seeing this in the rebroadcast, hi. I'm in the chat.
No, not ring start, you piece of shit. Autocorrect.
Raining start. Show me raining start.
Raining start.
Yeah, hit it. All right. All right. No, nothing. .com is just going to bring you to a website. Hey, would you like to buy rollingstart.com? Please submit your email here for send us $2,000 a month.
Rolling Start Inc.
No.
Oh, it's a handicap website. I can't do that.
All right, there you go.
That's no joke there. Never mind.
They beat you to it. All right. All right, we're out of here.
Later.
Oh, I missed the thing.